Hi, welcome to week 11. Last week, in week 10, the Vikings got by with a bye. Now this week, the Vikings traveled to Soldier Field to take on the Chicago Bears and failed to snap their losing streak there. We haven't won there since 2007. But like I said earlier, last week they got by, and this week the Bears kept getting by our offensive line and to Teddy Bridgewater. I am telling you that offensive line, the pass protection is just atrocious. Okay, I I can't really stress enough the weak link of our team is our offensive line and the pass protection. Now, I think Bridgewater was getting half the time that Cutler was getting to throw. The game itself, it started out looking great for us. We had a field goal drive on our first drive. McKinnon had a long run, but didn't do much after that in terms of running. In fact, our leading rusher of the day was Sendejo. On our second drive, it looked like we were going to go 3-and-out, but for the first time in 10 years, the Vikings fake a punt, and it worked like a charm. It turned into a 48-yard run by Brandon Sendejo, which set up Teddy Bridgewater touchdown to Rhett Ellison. So we're up 10-0. But yeah, other than that, the game offensively for us was pretty boring. Our offense wasn't really doing much. The Bears' offense outgained, their yardage doubled ours. They ran 75 plays. We ran 45 plays. We went 2 for 2 in converting on fourth down. Unfortunately, we also went 2 for 11 on third down. That is unacceptable. It could be worse, but not nearly as unacceptable as the clock management. For the vast majority of the game, we did not even know how much time we had left. Really, guys? I feel like maybe if the clock was working, I got a better sense of urgency from our offense in moving that football. Because, I don't know, I felt like they couldn't really get into much of a rhythm when they were out there. Maybe it's because, they weren't on the field that long. Well, if you convert on third down, you will be on the field for a little longer. Sure, our defense was, I don't understand, our Forte, Marshall, and Jeffrey all had pretty damn good games. I think Forte ran for over 100, and yeah, Cutler threw 3 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions, but they were all passes in which our corner had them well covered, but they would just snatch the ball. They had them. They were way bigger than him. It was Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey. But I mentioned the 2 interceptions. One was at the end of the half. Xavier Rhodes. I thought he was due for an interception, and he finally got his. So good. And then Harrison Smith had that nice long interception return, and it resulted in nothing. We ran the ball, and something else happened. He would throw a short pass behind the first down marker, and the guy would get tackled immediately. It would set up a field goal, which he missed. But he would make the next one he would get. But I'm not even getting in a very good rhythm with this video right now, kind of like our offense was today. Oh yeah, one weird thing that happened. Brian Robison, however you want to pronounce it. He got around, and yeah, caused that ball to fumble out of Cutler's hand, but a lot of players thought it was an incomplete pass. Well, it was originally ruled an incomplete pass, and we challenge it. And yeah, the officials go, well, he fumbled the ball, but nobody went for the football, so incomplete pass. Oh, and you're charged a timeout, even though you got the call, right? Or it's so yeah. Really? That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But anyway, on the other end, Everson Griffin, I noticed him, I think he was beating his guy, but he had like nothing to show for it because Cutler kept getting the ball out very quickly. And speaking of trying to get the ball out quickly, I noticed there were a lot of short passes because you need a lot of time if you expect to throw deep. But I do think we could. I would like to see him, throw downfield more often. I mean, some people say, oh, they can't, but I mean, we don't really try that very much. And I mean, if you really want to establish that, you know, heck, his top receiver of the day was Charles Johnson. I was drawing a blank on his name. He's only been playing for us the last few weeks, and yeah, he looks good. He looks pretty damn good. I mean, he's got good hands, and yeah, but it's like, was Jennings, Rudolph, and Patterson? Rudolph. This is his first game back, and he didn't get a single ball, catch a single ball. And Jennings, he was hardly thrown to, and I don't know. Patterson, I'm a little disappointed in this year, but anyway. Boring game for the most part, and kind of a boring video. Sorry. But next week, oh god, we play host for the Packers. And we're really going to have to work hard on this one. I mean, they're on a roll right now. They've scored 50 points in back-to-back games. But, we'll see what happens. I obviously expect us to step it up. We need to step it up big time. I mean, both offensively and defensively. Anyway, I'm gonna sign out and say, go Vikings.